Alright guys, so Kimberly Park, Rebecca K. Park's sister, who was just bonded out of jail a couple of days ago on charges unrelated to Rebecca's disappearance and death, as far as what we know of at this moment, made her debut back on TikTok Live today. She was live with someone by the name of Don Juan, and I guess he's a local who got wind of Rebecca K. Park's case and got close to Kimberly as a result of that. Don Juan is said to be in his 40s. We know that Kimberly is only 21, so this to me is a little weird. But nonetheless, Kimberly did say that her boss was the one that bailed her out. She did say that there's not a gag order in place that's legally preventing her from being able to speak on this case, as well as on Courtney and Brad. However, she was advised that it would be in her best interest to not speak out publicly about any of this. And to me, this kind of makes me side-eye this Don Juan guy, because if Kimberly is being advised not to go to social media to discuss this case, why is this older guy giving her the platform to do it? She's also really mad with some of the people that she was going live with prior to her arrest, after she got wind that these very people were talking horribly about her online when she was locked up. I'm gonna play some clips of what she had to say. Take a listen.
I am not on a gag order. I was just advised to stay off social media. I've watched every single person bash me out while I was in jail. I am not really thrilled with anybody.
I mean, does anyone else think that this is weird? She sounds uncomfortable. Why are you live on social media when you were told to stay off social media? Why are you with a guy who is twice your age, who apparently has kids and a wife? And she's not really providing clarity or clearing up any misinformation, so why are you live in the first place? It seems like people just want attention. Now, a question that I've been seeing a lot in the comments of my videos is this case going to be prosecuted in the federal court because her body was allegedly found on federal land? Former assistant U.S. attorney did speak on this, and I think that it was interesting. He says, quote, "The venue of it is not necessarily where the body is found. It's ultimately where the crime was committed." It sounded like the Wexford County prosecutor had evidence to suggest that the crime started at the house of Courtney and Brad, and so I think that continuing action will still allow the people of the state of Michigan to prosecute this case. He said that there's some other things that come into play that make him feel like this is not going to be moved to the federal court. He also said that due to the seriousness of the charges that Courtney and Brad are both facing, whether this goes federal or whether this stays with the state of Michigan, the outcome is likely going to be the same, which will result in both of them facing life in prison. So yeah, what do you guys think about all of this? What are your thoughts on Kimberly not being at home but being with this random 40-something-year-old man who she met through TikTok? And do you think that Kimberly's current charges of lying to a peace officer and tampering with evidence are actually related to Rebecca's case? Let me know in the comments.